Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cheverton, and today I wanted to talk with you about something that a lot of writers experience, and that is what I call story fizzle. That you start on your story, you got a good idea for your story, and you start writing, but all of a sudden you run out of ideas. And it sucks. It's super frustrating. And I had that happen to me on many of my first books. And what I did back then is I found when I get stuck, I would send them on a journey somewhere. And I didn't just make up let's go walk to that mountain over there. There had to be a reason. There was something at the mountain that the hero needed. And so I would send them on this journey. And that would enable me to let them run into monsters, run into the villain, run into whatever, a big chasm they have to cross on a skinny, rickety old bridge or something or other. And so adding the journey is a very useful tool in giving you more things to write about in your story. It's very important. In my writing lesson, why do I run out of ideas in my story? Here, let me put a picture of that right here. Boop, there. In that writing lesson, I talk about how I outline my books, and I use these 7 critical scenes in order to figure out how the story is going to flow. And in that lesson, it talks about a giant named Mikhail, and Mikhail has to go save his mother who is sick, and he's got to go to Arch City, which, by the way, Arch City is St. Louis after the big apocalypse, after the Great Fire. And I don't know if you've seen pictures of St. Louis, but let me put a little picture of it here. Boop. That is the St. Louis Arch, which is this incredible structure that was built years and years and years ago. And there's some really cool videos to show how they built it. It's remarkable, and you should really look at those. It's pretty cool. But anyways, they go to Arch City, Mikhail and his friends, and they find the medicine, and on the way they have to fight the scavengers who rule Arch City and figure out how to get in there and defeat the scavengers and get the medicine and get back before the mother dies. And so that journey is really the whole story. And if I had the medicine was in the next room, there's no story, right? You have to throw obstacles in front of your protagonist. You have to challenge him and make it look like he's not going to be successful, but somehow he sneaks by. You have to add that tension because the tension is life of your story. That's super important. So now, in my journeys, very typically, when they reach the destination, that's when I'm going to put the character in the worst situation possible. And I call that the dark night of the soul. And I have a lesson just on the dark night of the soul. It's very important. Let me put it up here. There we go. And in the dark night of the soul, that's when it looks like the hero's going to be defeated. And it looks like there's no way he's going to win. He's done. It's over. But then he figures out something, and it's part of his character arc. It's part of how you want to grow your character in your story. And at that point, he's able to overcome his fears or learn how to work together or learn how to not be a jerk or learn how to have friends or whatever your story is about. And he's able to figure that out, and now he's stronger and he's meaner and he's mad at the antagonist and he wants to battle. He wants to destroy the antagonist. And so then they go back home and they got to go past those obstacles again that they encountered. But now he's much stronger and he's better and he's smarter and he's fiercer. And so he's able to just plow through those obstacles easily. And this gives you the opportunity to show your character has grown, which is very, very important in your story. And then they're able to get back and save his mom or return the puppy back to the mother, or in the story I'm working on right now, he gets to save the gorilla and release it into the forest, and so the gorilla doesn't get captured. Whatever it is. But the journey is important, and you should think about that when you're designing your story. It will give you more to write about if you plan for that journey when you start outlining your story. You'll find that it will help a lot. So give that some thought, and I hope this was helpful, and bye.